Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Shuffle Podcast. This is episode 137. We're the Cookie Shuffle guys. I'm Joe.
I'm Dave.
And it's just us and we're together. So it's going to be like a real podcast and it's going to be super fucking weird because we're going to still be looking at the camera a lot instead of each other.
I'll probably glance over, but then just think I have to look.
Yeah. We're just going to pretend Sarah's here. Sarah's too busy watching dudes play baseball and
whip out the cacks.
Yeah. She's got bigger priorities right now. No, she'll be back most likely next week when her homestand has ended and she is chilled. Although she said she had games until the 7th. Today's the 1st and it's a Friday.
Yeah, the 7th goes all the way next to Thursday.
Motherfucker. So I mean, we're recording probably next week, Friday again, early in the morning after she's just had a long 2 weeks.
You won't agree with that?
No, probably not. It'll just be us again next week. Sarah will come back when she's good and fucking ready. But
speaking of Sarah.
Yeah.
So I went on a camping trip this weekend. So I had just remembered yesterday or 2 days ago, whatever, I don't know what day it is. That I texted her. Did my allergies acting because
COVID.
Sorry. Man, it's stuck right there.
Yeah, that's rough. I'm gonna scoot in a little bit.
So on Wednesday, like 12:30, so early Wednesday, like 32 minutes into Wednesday.
Oh, 12:30 in the morning. Okay.
Yeah. I just texted and I was like, oh, I just remember that I texted you over the weekend and read and listened to what I said. Short conversation. So we started camping. I got to camping at like 6:30 on Friday. This is 11:41. And I go, you hear the new Bryce Vine song? Which one? Nobody. Yes, he played at the concert on Sunday. Oh, yes, it was good. So good. And then
oh god,
2 voice recordings from me.
I am buzzed.
And then
camping trip.
I am buzzed. Camping trip.
Oh, is that what I said? Buzz? Yeah. I thought I just burped.
Play it again.
I am buzzed.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I said buzz.
Yeah.
It sounded like the first time I heard reheard it or re-listened to it, I thought I was just like I mean I knew I wasn't throwing up, but it sounded like I was just going
Yeah.
buzz. And then I just go camping trip.
You sound like you're slow.
So she goes, camping question mark? Yeah. Totally confused. Shut up, bitch. Oh, perfect. Okay. Love you, Sarah. Love you too, Dave.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, dude. When I reread that, I was like, holy shit.
That's fucking hilarious.
I'm confused. Shut up, bitch. And and I most likely said that because it's a pretzel, I think.
I'm like, what the fuck is this? Just this tiny little nub. I thought it was some sort of poop.
I would have shit.
I don't know why I'm leaving it there.
So I have a feeling that I sent that because with the group of people that I was with, we often there's The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah, I know who The Rock is.
There's a clip from wrestling where he's just like, he just goes, "Shut up, bitch," to whoever he's talking to. So we often are saying that to each other, and I feel like just because I was with that group, I was just like, "Shut up, bitch," you know. But
dumbest thing.
Yeah, I died laughing when I listened to those voice recordings.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
But camping trip, all in all, I did my math. nose is so stuffed right now.
Yeah, I can tell.
I did the math. I had a total. Oh crap! I thought I actually added it together. Let's see, 31 drinks in I'd say 2.5 days. Because
It's like 15 and a half drinks a day.
yeah. So that was just, and that was so there were those drinks, and then I had brought moonshine.
Mm.
Did I ever talk about that?
Yeah, we're not selling it, so. You don't say where you got it from.
There was moonshine there.
Yeah. Stumbled upon some moonshine.
Upon moonshine. And then we had some. I had one Vegas bomb, which was not good. You ever
Yeah.
had a Vegas bomb?
No,
Do you know what it consists of?
something with Red Bull.
Yeah. So you got peach schnapps, Crown Royal, and something else, and then Red Bull. And I've had it before, and it's a good from shout out Red Jug Pub.
Yeah,
They always make bomb shots.
right.
But this one was not the best. It was very heavy on the Red Bull.
Hmm.
And I remember taking that. I was just like, this is not good. The night we did Beer Olympics, came in second.
I saw your trophy.
My trophy is out there.
Oh yeah.
But it's a 2-tier of empty 16-ounce cans. What do you call those? Tall boys?
Tall boys are like the really big cans.
See, I call those pounders.
Oh.
Well, I should rephrase that. I have not since now been calling them pounders because someone was like, well, tall boys are 16 ounces, pounders are 24 ounces.
Damn.
But even though every time I see tall boy roulette, it's 24 ounces.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
I'm also
Because I always called them tall boys because you couldn't buy them in a pack, the 24-ounce cans. So it was just like, give me a tall boy. But like 16-ounce cans you can buy in a 4-pack.
So what do you call them?
16-ounce cans.
Okay.
I probably don't call them anything, to be honest. I just call them the drink that I'm consuming.
Yeah. But yeah, so the Beer Olympics, there was a lot going on.
Yeah.
So there were 5 games. Dizzy Bat was first, then Flip Catch,
Okay.
then Beer Ball, Cornhole, Beer Die. Okay. And first 2 games are like super quick, but the first game.
So like a bracket style?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dizzy Bat. You did 5 spins, ran about, I don't know, 25 feet to your can, drank whatever you wanted to, and then ran back to your partner to tag them in. And then they do 5 spins, I believe. Yeah, they do 5 spins, and then they go. Well, the one girl, she did her 5 spins after her partner came back, and she said that after he said 5 spins is up and you can go, she looked up and couldn't see anything and thought she was running straight. But did one of the classics like she's going and she's just slowly going this way,
Yeah,
and just smacks into the broadside of a Dodge Grand Caravan. Bro, it was the funniest thing ever right away. But like she's like, just boom.
yeah.
And
Never mind. Did we ever tell you the story, or did I ever tell the story of Shannon's Beer Olympics last year for her 25th birthday?
you've talked about it, probably not specific
We
details.
had Dizzy Bat. So like the very last event of our Beer Olympics was a relay race, which was Dizzy Bat into slip and flip. and then slip and flip into giant beer pong. And I think that may have been the 3 events. I thought there was something else in there, but that was probably it. So Shannon started off 5, run to your partner, tag them. I would go down slip and flip. So she's spinning. I think she gets fucking knocked in the head by somebody else's elbow or head or something, falls to the ground before she's even done her spins, gets the fuck back up very slowly, I might add. Because this is, 8 o'clock at night now. It's dark, or 9 o'clock at night, whatever. It's dark outside.
See,
The event has lasted way longer than we anticipated.
I'm glad that we did Dizzy Bat first.
Yeah, that would have been smart for us. But she fucking gets knocked in the head, falls down. I'm like, Shannon, get up. Let's go. She finishes her spins, falls again. And I'm like, oh, we're so fucked. We ended up coming in third place, I think, overall. Yeah, third place. And out of 5. We were all extremely happy, but to this day, I still blame us not coming in second on her falling twice.
Well, we came in third originally, but like after the fact, I think they tallied, because if you threw up, you lost.
Oh yeah, bonus points or penalties.
Yeah. So every beer you drank a point. Then there was some point system, whatever, for playing or for winning the game, the event.
Yeah.
And then so I guess after they actually did everything, we came in second. Jamaica over Ireland. Canada won it all. But so Dizzy Bat, I think we came in second, and then Flip Catch, dude, I mean, I never played Flip Catch in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And he showed us, and I'm like, yeah, okay, well, looks like I'm not gonna win this one. So because he like flipped it up and he was like going like this, and I've seen people play it, and I was like, bro, I can't. Like, first of all, you got to get it high enough in the air to where you can even do that. And It's got to be a good flip. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Will flips it to me. Oh, got it. I was like, okay.
Let's fucking go.
So that was first round. It was like best of 3, I think.
Yeah.
After that, couldn't get a single one before Ireland, who was right next to us. Or like, I mean, Ireland was the quickest one. And it was like, we have a video of one where they literally he flips it up, catches it, and just like, they're like, oh yeah, we got it. And then the one guy in the back go like, what the fuck? Like someone says, they got it already.
Yeah.
And then someone's like, I mean, what the fuck? Like, it's just, I'm like, I know, dude. I don't understand.
It's like frustrating to watch somebody be so good at a fucking drinking game.
It's like, I don't even go, it just goes right in. But like, that happened to me the first time. It's like, we just flipped it and all of it just like landed in the cup. It's like, how does it even happen? Beer ball, that lasted a bit. We were facing Ireland, and now there were some iffy problems at the beginning when we were playing, because when we were playing beer ball, you hit the can, if it falls off, what happens?
The can falls off?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I don't know the rule for that.
Oh, well, usually you get a new can. Like
maybe I did know that.
The person who's drinking it, if their can falls, they don't stop it. You get a new can. Well, his rule was, oh, no beer touched the ground. And I go, first of all, I did see beer come out of that.
Yeah. There's no way an open can fell and no beer touched the ground.
And like, it literally, or what happened twice, where the first time he was like, no beer touched the ground, so it didn't count. But then he was like, okay, you know what, whatever. And it was a girl's drink. So she got a new can, boom, getting close to it. And this time the whole thing just completely comes to the ground. And then that's when he said, oh, no beer touched the ground. So the first time the beer touched the ground, but either way, I don't know. This girl, had to drink like 3 cans fully
Jesus
just to win.
Christ.
And just as we were about to win, she knocks my can off. Will was done with his. I had to get my can. And the dude, or no, she knocks it on the ground and I had to get a new one and she was like almost done. And then, so we were done playing that. And then later I just watched this video that this girl sent me the other day where, I was done and we're trying, you ever seen that? See that TikTok where they're like, where the guy is like holding the girl and then he like drops her.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
think, like whatever it's called. So it was like me and 2 girls. I'm watching them try to do this. And I'm like, all right, let me try. So we're trying this. I pretty much dropped both of them on the ground. I
Yeah.
was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm drunk.
Yeah.
So then as we're sitting there, I'll show you the videos again because I find them pretty funny. After we're done recording, but one girl's laying on the ground, and Greece, one of the Greece girls is laying on the ground, and Canada, one team member of Canada comes over. He's like, they fucking cheated against Ireland. They're facing Ireland.
Yeah.
And he goes, they fucking cheated. And I'm like, how'd they cheat? He goes, she hit the can twice, and in the second time she hit it, the can was gone. So she must have. I think he dumped it. I swear to God. But as he comes over to tell me that, the girl who Grease is on the ground, right? And he like steps on her hair, and I'm like, man, watch your hair, bro. The way I say it, I'm just like, what the hell? But he comes over and he's talking about how they're like cheating. I'm like, those are big words you're using there.
Those are fighting words.
He was like, I'm just
I'm
saying.
just saying.
He said, I'm just saying, I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what do you want?
No, I'm not the judge.
What do you want me to do about it?
I'm not the ref here.
There is no ref.
Yeah.
It is just country versus country, and you guys have to be mutual on the outcome. So then we did cornhole, whatever. I remember at one point, I don't know what, I might have just been standing around, but I was like, you know what? I don't feel so hot. So, but I didn't feel like I had to, I mean, I guess I did because I did throw up.
Yeah.
And so I was shoving fingers in my mouth.
Oh my Lord.
First time ever, because I don't usually do that because it just doesn't do anything to me.
Yeah.
Like, if I ever feel sick and I'm like not drunk, and I feel like I just have to throw up. I've stuck fingers in my mouth before because I'm
Doesn't really help.
and I'm like, this doesn't work.
Yeah.
So I walked over that. I remember specifically thinking, and I was like, I'm gonna put fingers in my mouth because I'm just gonna make myself throw up, but it's not gonna work. Put in my just straight up, and I was like, and to me, I thought it was a bunch of watermelon because I just eaten some watermelon.
Right.
I specifically thought I saw a chunk of watermelon.
Yeah. And you very well may have.
And then I come over and I was like, nah, I feel like I have to throw up again. So a little bit more. So here's one pile, 10 feet. Here's another small pile, which I thought they were the same size. The next morning,
You see the piles.
I see the piles. One just looks like a small pile of red, just like, I don't even know, just like matted, nasty red, whatever.
Yeah.
Like a red smoothie had just been dumped there.
Yeah.
And then I see the other pile, and it's a fucking full plate of spaghetti. I did have spaghetti.
Oh, okay. I'm like, did you eat spaghetti?
yeah, I did have spaghetti. But like, I go, no way, because Tom, the one guy, he goes, yeah, did you see that one pile? It's like on the corner, and I said it was mine. He goes, dude, you threw up that much spaghetti? I go, no, mine was watermelon. It can't be mine. But it was in this, but like when I looked at it, the corner of the cabin, right, is like this, and the puke is right there. I thought I was here. But
you were drunk.
I was drunk. I'm not gonna say that was the reason why I thought I was in a different spot.
Yeah.
But I could have swore I was up further.
Yeah.
And we were looking.
There were no other piles.
There was no other piles, and it was a full plate.
Like a serving of spaghetti.
Straight up, somebody took their plate of spaghetti and just. I should have taken a picture of it. It would have been gross, but
yeah.
But this thing, I straight up, and I mean, honestly, it looked like someone like you would have thought
Like somebody had just dropped their spaghetti.
If that was actually mine, you would think that I just inhaled the food without chewing.
Yeah,
because it just looked
like whole spaghetti.
like legitimate.
Wow.
But yeah. So overall, and Beer Die, we were playing that in the dark, so that didn't help.
Yeah.
People were just kind of dying off of that. We wanted to get that one over so quickly because we started at like 1:45, didn't finish till about 9 o'clock.
Yeah, that's the thing. It ends up taking so long.
There was a big lull though, because Ireland had some issues.
Oh.
Guy-gal combination.
Yeah. There's gotta be a fight.
There was something, and then she just got annoyed. She was saying, well, at one point she was violent. She was a little yuppie. Not too bad. What you would expect from just drinking.
Yeah.
But so we're taking a little break, and then she was saying, I know during cornhole is when there was like some animosity.
Yeah, good word.
Nice. And she was just throwing the bags. She wasn't even looking. She didn't care. But she actually got like 3 in the hole.
Damn.
And we were like, oh shit. So, and I was like, all right, come on. Let's just try.
Playing a fucking game.
Come on. And so then and then she was laying down, having her troubles, and I was like, all right, so what do you want to do? She's like, I want to forfeit. And I was like, no, come on.
Yeah, we're playing the game.
Let me go talk. Let me go, mediate this situation. And I go, listen, bro. She says she wants you guys to forfeit, but I'm trying to get something. And I just remember walking back and forth.
Yeah.
Between her and like 2 other girls, because they're just making sure she's all right. And then I'm talking to the dude who I've never met before in my life. And I think they did end up forfeiting.
Damn.
Still coming in third though at the end of the day.
Damn.
With forfeiting a game. But yeah, it's pretty fun weekend.
Yeah, sounds like it.
I'd like to do.
Oh, I've been thinking about doing a beer Olympics since Shannon had hers last year for her birthday. It's so much fucking fun. Like there's no bad, I mean, there probably are bad beer Olympics, but like if you get like a few good events in there, it's so much fun.
Good events and people who are completely reckless.
Yeah. Slip and flip by far was my favorite thing in the world. My favorite part of the video, and I wish I'd kept more of it in, but and I probably still have it somewhere. There's a part of the video that I made where it's we're sliding down, and I just like shown slide after slide after slide after slide down the slip and slide. But then at the end of it, it's the final cup on both sides of the table, and it's me versus it might have been my friend Madison. Toasted Yost. I think that's who it was against. But we drink, we flip, miss, and then and this is in the video, it just cuts right to the final flip. We flip, and they both land, but I thought mine landed and she thought hers landed. We weren't paying attention to each other's cups, so we both freak out, and then we look at each other and we were like, ah! Have it on video, the exact same flip, and it ended up taking somebody from a team that wasn't participating to look at the video in slow-mo. We literally went frame by frame to see which cup settled before the other, and it was mine.
Yeah,
fucking lost my mind. It's fucking awesome.
Always good to have. We had video proof of the flip catch we were doing.
Yeah,
and
sometimes that's necessary.
And somebody was like, "Oh no, we got it first," and they're like, "Yeah, no, we got it first." And we were like, luckily, somehow somebody put the camera up at the right time.
Yeah.
We got a video, and I think it was Ireland who flip catch because they were the best.
Yeah.
Fucking game.
I would love to like host one here. That would be fucking awesome.
Yeah, I would, but
I just don't know. The problem is I don't know if our friend group's not big enough to do it.
no, and I don't think
Our friend group's big enough, but not everybody drinks enough to do it.
no, I would say me, you. I know Will would participate. Tyler,
Ben,
yeah, I'd say he's on the edge. Well, no, he would. But yeah, Bridge, Indiana, they probably would.
yeah.
But
Yeah, but we probably do
7
about it.
people,
Not enough.
not enough.
No.
Like we had 7 teams
7 teams of 2.
alone. Yeah,
Yeah.
alone.
We did 5 teams of 4, and we had 2 referees.
Oh yeah, see, so even then, like small teams with big people,
Yeah.
or a small amount of teams, but
Bigger teams. Yeah.
bigger teams. So yeah, 7 people.
You mean 7 teams? Oh, you mean
No,
seven?
no,
Seven
yeah,
people's
yeah,
not enough.
7
Yeah.
people's not
Yeah.
enough. I was just telling Will though too. I was just like, yeah, I don't feel like even bothering having a party this year. So if there is one, I don't know if you're coming back anytime in the summer, but
I'll come back.
I doubt I'm having one.
Though, if you're having one for your birthday, that's literally 16 days away.
Oh,
I'm not coming back that soon.
yeah, no, I don't think I even want to attempt to just.
You should just do it like an end of summer party,
That one would be better
because I can come home for that.
because I could just let everybody know now. But
Or maybe not end of summer, because that's when people like start getting back into doing things. If you did like mid-August, that'd be good. Literally a month and a half, just plan it for then. Either way, Shannon's birthday was this past weekend.
oh yes,
So her golden birthday, 26 on the 26th.
is that what they
Yes.
call it?
Yeah. So mine was when I turned fucking 7.
Yeah, I turned fucking 17. It
Yeah.
was like,
Lame.
yeah. Shout out to people who's got 21, 21st birthdays on the 21.
Yeah, that's always good.
I feel like that's a good one because it's like, oh my God.
Yeah, but her birthday was on a Sunday. So Saturday we were gonna go out to like Disney Springs with our roommate and just like do some drinking, and then they decided that they didn't really want to go out anywhere. So I was like, that's fine, I'll do homework. You guys drink out here, and like I'll come out and drink afterwards. But by the time I was done with my homework, they were done drinking, and so I was like, cool, that's fine. I didn't really feel like getting drunk anyways. But then Sunday, we started our day very, 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 very late. So Sunday, I went to go get my oil changed at 9 a.m.
It was a great start to the day.
Yeah, took longer than expected. Well, because so I texted the guy who sold me the car from the dealership. I texted him and I was like, hey, don't know if you remember me. My name's Joe. You sold me the Crosstrek back in December. I go, back then you had told me if I'm ever in the area, you'd fill up my tank. And I go, I'm just shooting a text to see, like, is there any way you could actually help me out with an oil change instead? Because I want to come back to the dealership for my first oil change. And, if you can help me out and give me that for free instead of the tank of gas, that'd be great. And he was like, oh yeah, come on in. Like, we'll see what we can do. And I was like, perfect. Sounds good. And so I get there 9 a.m. I ask for him. He comes out, and I don't know if he misread my text or what, but he was still talking about filling up my tank, which I had literally done just before I got to the dealership, because I was like, oh, I'm out of gas. Let me fill up my tank, then drive. I could have made it to the dealership on the gas that I had, but I was like, let me just fill it up anyways, because the price of gas was going down. I'll get gas. I was pissed. I paid $4.64, and then I drove fucking 7 minutes down the road, $4.51.
Oh my God.
And then I kept driving. By the time I got to the dealership, I'd seen it for $4.47, and I was livid. I could have saved myself nearly 20 cents. Well, it's just like the further away I got from Disney, the cheaper gas got, which makes sense.
Jesus.
Yeah, I was pissed. And even $4.64 wasn't bad, because the previous time I'd filled up, a month earlier, I had paid $4.79 a gallon. So like,
It's fucking 490 something up here.
but that's bad. But yeah, I was pissed. So then I got there and he goes, oh yeah, like let me go get, so like we're just kind of chatting. I'm telling him how great the car is. I'm getting 39.1 miles to the gallon. I'm getting 39.3 after the drive up here. But he goes, oh, that's awesome. Like, you know, he goes, I want to like I use like customer stories to tell, you know, potential customers.
Yeah.
And I go, yeah, absolutely. Tell them what I say. I don't give a fuck. Like, that's awesome. Quote me. And so he was like, all right, well, let me go get the gas gift card and I'll go fill it up for you. And I was like, yeah, that's good. So he walks away. I'm like, fuck, like he's not gonna give me this oil change. I'm pissed. And because he'd said something earlier when I first walked in about getting my next oil change for free, something about like how they were supposed to send me something in the mail. And I was like, I never got anything from the dealership in the mail. And he was like, oh, let me go find out. And I guess that's like only something they do for new cars, but I bought a used car, so I don't get the perks, which is fucking stupid. But so he goes, gets the gas gift card or the gas credit card. I don't stop him. He goes all the way out to the car, tell him where it's parked, I hand him a key, knowing that he's very well going to see that it is a full tank of gas. So I go, I got to play this off like I'm a fucking idiot. So he walks back in and he goes, hey, you wanted me to fill up your tank, right? Like, that's what you were texting about? I go, yeah, why? What's the issue?
Why did you say?
He goes, well, it's full. I go, is it really? I go, I thought it was at half or something. He was like, no, you're a full tank of gas. I go, guess I wasn't paying attention.
I would have felt so stupid.
I did. Because it's like in that moment, I would have felt bad if I was like, no, I had texted you to see if you could get me the oil change for free. Like, I would just like, I felt bad in that moment for him just like not realizing the thing that I had been asking.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to make him feel kind of stupid.
He is kind of stupid.
He is kind of stupid. But either way, so he's like, you said you're going on a trip, because I mentioned like I'm getting my oil change before this drive up to Buffalo. That and I'm due for an oil change. And he was like, well, if you're coming back down near the area, and if you like, he goes, if you can like time it accordingly, stop by, I'll fill it up, or I'll have somebody fill it up for you. I can just like leave a note for somebody to fill it up for you if you're low on gas when you come back down. I was like, yeah, sure, that sounds good. So now I have to plan my trip back down to where by the time I get near the dealership, I'm out of gas. So I can just roll that fucking bitch in there, say, hey, fill her up, let's fucking go.
So when you fill up on the way down the first time, you don't fill it up. Never fill your gas tank all the way on the way down.
That's smart, yeah.
Just like fill it up half. Okay, I'm still next thing.
Or I can do what I think I'll do is the same thing I did on the drive up here. So we had like 530 miles to go on the trip, and we filled up the tank, and it put us at 530 miles till empty. And I was like, that number will go up as we keep driving, because I think at the time Kristen was driving, and I was like, hey, like keep it in the green, get my gas mileage back up. That you'll see that miles till empty go right back up. Sure enough, she got it up to 590, or sorry, 610. It went all the way up to, and then it dropped basically all the way down back to where we were. And then I was driving again, and I have 30 miles till empty right now. So like if I do that, that'll be perfect. I'll take 30 miles to empty, because now my gas light's on, says fuel level low. I gotta go get gas.
Bad spot to get gas.
Yeah, that sucks. But
filled up in like fucking Virginia.
Oh well. But yeah, so anyway, Shannon's birthday. Started it at the dealership. That took way longer than expected, because they were like, that's gonna be like an hour for an oil change. Like, an hour? Fucking takes me 15-20 minutes. What are you doing? And they were like, well, do you also want your car washed afterwards? It's free. And I'm like, oh yeah. I mean, because they do that nice like shiny shit on the tires, which I love. And they go, that's going to be an extra 20 minutes. I go, 20 minutes? I guess that's more realistic than I figured they just like drive it through like something they got in the back. I don't fucking know. So I was like, all right, fine. So it takes probably about an hour overall, including the car wash. I can pay that shit $75 out the door. I'm like, all right, let's fucking go. I get home. Shannon's still not ready to go. And I'm like, okay, let me get dressed really quick, because I hadn't like showered or anything. I go, I'm gonna hop in the shower. Let's get it moving here. I go, we're not wasting any time this morning, because we had a reservation for brunch at one of the hotels.
Yeah.
And with Disney, if you're late, if you're any later than 15 minutes for your reservation, say goodbye to your reservation. So, which like is, I think that's just everywhere. If you're any later than 15 minutes, go fuck yourself. So she's taking her time and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, I'm going to go finish up my homework because I had to get the homework done because it was due Sunday. And so I finished up my homework. I come back in. She's still not ready to go. And I go, Shannon, we got to leave in 10 minutes. No, not dressed, hair not done. I'm like, what are we doing? I go, I told you 2 hours ago, we're not wasting any time here. And she goes, I haven't been wasting any time. I go, Shannon, you're not even dressed. She goes, well, I don't know what I'm wearing. I'm like, oh my God, just put something on. So we end up like, she gets pissed naturally. And like, I would have too, because you're just like, you just have one of those moments where you just can't figure out what the fuck you're wearing. Yeah. Time's running out and you don't know what the fuck. She goes, we're just not going to make it. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. So I'm like, let me call the fucking hotel. Let me call the restaurant and see if I can push back the reservation at all. Because it is Disney. They're pretty understanding of like, if let's say we have transportation issues or let's say there's some sort of issue, they'll try and help us out in any way they can. So I call. And by this point, it's after the reservation. We are at that 15-minute mark and we haven't even left the house yet. So I finally get on the phone with the person. And I'm like, hey, like, I know that it's already 15 minutes after our reservation time. I go, we've had some issues getting out of the house this morning. Is there any way that there's a later reservation that we can get you? Like, that's not too late. And he's looking, he goes, well, there's one for 150. Do you want to do that? And Shannon like kind of rolled her eyes because we had other plans around 2:00 to go to where we're meeting up with the rest of our friends. And I was like, you know what, 150 is perfect because I knew we were leaving the house right then and there. By this time, it's 12:45. We're leaving the house. We're an hour ahead of our reservation. We're gonna get there in 10 minutes. I was like, we'll get there early, and we'll just say, hey, like we're here early. We had an early reservation. We had to push it back. Is there any way you can see us now? Because like that table should still be available. Yeah. And so we get there, and they seat us probably within about 15 minutes of us showing up. So we had a little bit of extra time. And things were finally starting to cool down. It was all good. Scarfed down our food. I had chicken and waffles and fucking, oh my God. The chicken it was so fucking crispy. It was so good. I couldn't even believe it. And I was like, I mean, I struggled to finish it, but I was like, I'm not leaving any of this on the plate. I am finishing all of this. 2 like big fucking pieces of chicken. So it cost $26, which was a little ridiculous. And I was like, there's a video Shannon has of me. I was like stirring my drink and I'm just like totally in a daze. And I look up at the camera at her, she was recording me and I go, how does chicken waffle cost $26? And then it comes out to me. I take one bite. I go, worth it. 100% worth $26. But then we went to the Polynesian. We were going to do like a monorail, like the 3 hotels that the monorail stops at. We are going to do a monorail bar crawl. We ended up only doing the Polynesian, and we had the drinks we had with brunch at Grand Floridian. But we stayed at the Polynesian for most of the day and drank with all our friends. And that was a lot of fun. And then we went to Disney Springs afterwards, drank, ate pizza. There was a fight that broke out amongst us because our roommate got really drunk. And verbal fight, very, very much verbal. So our roommate got really drunk, and I, being the asshole that I am, was like picking on her about something. I was just like giving her a hard time, like I always do. But as I often do, I like took it too far and like really just like pissed her off. So she just like stormed away while everybody was eating their pizza, and it was like super awkward for a little bit there. And so Shannon went after her and called me an asshole, and I was like, I don't fucking care. Like, I didn't fucking do anything. Like anything that I said wasn't like, it was very obvious to everybody around us that I was just messing with her. I was like giving her shit about eating one of the peppers that I was like, I'm growing peppers in the backyard, and I left one of them in the bowl on the counter, or a bunch of them, and she like chopped some of them up and put them in her quesadilla, but she left one of them with just like the end chopped off and like didn't like wrap it up or something. So I was like, pepper's dried out now. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this? And so I was just giving her a hard time about that. And everyone's like, did you say something else? I go, I don't think so. I don't fucking know. So anyway, so like I went over and like I was like yelling at Shannon that I'm not gonna apologize because I didn't do anything wrong. Like Lauren said way worse things to me. Shout out Lauren. And then Lauren came back. She goes, guys, I'm sorry. Like, I'm just really drunk and I don't want to cause any issues. Like, I'm just being dramatic. I'm chill. And I go, listen, Lauren, I'm sorry. Like, and we apologize.
Like, I paid to know. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And so I was like, it's like, like, come on. It's Shannon's fucking birthday. Let's get the fuck over this shit. Everybody's gonna fucking not even worry about it because who gives a fuck?
Hey, Lauren, how about you fucking unlock the door next time? How about that?
What?
When she fucking didn't unlock. the
Oh
door
yeah.
For when I got home from the airport.
Oh, that was so funny. But yeah, it ended up being a very fun night. Yeah, Lauren was hammered, buzzed.
Wait, hold on, I want to play it.
I'm gonna send that to me. I want to make that my like ringtone for your text.
I just want to hear this again.
Buzzed.
Yeah, what was that? That was 5 hours into that night.
Yeah, but yeah, so Shannon's birthday was fun, and then drove home. I worked Wednesday until 9:30 at night. Actually ended up working a little bit late, and hadn't packed at all, and we were leaving Wednesday night.
Yeah.
And so I get home and I'm like, all right, Shannon, are you packed and ready to walk out the door? She goes, yes, I am. I go, thank fucking God. It'll take me 15, 20 minutes
Ben
max.
told me you were leaving at like 8 o'clock.
PM?
Yeah.
No, we left to get Kristen at like 11:15. So we got on the road at midnight.
Oh.
Yeah. I told Ben that we were leaving late. I guess he just assumed that 8 PM was late. But anyway, so we get on the road, like I pack everything up. I'm like, this is gonna fucking work. Like it's only a few days and I'm there, and ultimately it doesn't fucking matter. Like I got my golf clubs, I got some clothes, good to go. And we pack everything in the car. Shannon's like, your golf clubs are not gonna fit. And I go, well, we're gonna fucking make them because I'm going golfing when I'm home and I'm fucking bringing the golf clubs. And get everything in.
I'm gonna have the same golf set here.
Yeah, but I figured if we go golfing, you might come with us. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
That don't tell Shannon that because that was her argument. She goes, doesn't Dave have golf clubs? I go, yeah, but I'm not going to use Dave's golf clubs because they're Dave's. But get everything in the car, get Newton in the car, drive over to Kristen's, get Kristen all packed in. I put the golf clubs in the back seat instead of the trunk because there wasn't really room in the trunk. And Newton's terrified, so he doesn't want to get in the car. I'm like, motherfucker, get in the goddamn car. So then he's sitting on top of Kristen, just shaking because of these fucking golf clubs. I don't know if I can understand why. I've never even gone near him with a golf club, so I don't know why he's so afraid of him. But so he was like sitting on top of Kristen, and then we finally, like at one stop, Shannon figured out how to like get the golf clubs on top of everything in the back and just like wiggled them in there just the right way. Made the drive 1,000 times easier. Because the drive itself was like brutal, I think, because we were starting so late and Kristen and I had both worked that day. Shannon said she had gotten plenty of sleep, but like I knew that once we started driving, she was going to knock out. So I started the drive, drove for probably about 2.5 hours. I got us up to like Jacksonville. And I was like, I can't make it out of Florida. Like I was like dozing off at the wheel. I'm like, all I wanted was to get out of Florida. That's the only thing I wanted. I couldn't do it. So then Shannon took over. She was like, I'm going to drive us all the way through Georgia before I switch out. I'm like, all right. She got us right there and couldn't get out of Georgia without falling asleep. So then Kristen took over, I think she gets us all the way. She might've got us all the way through South Carolina. Didn't get us all the way through South Carolina, got us almost all the way through South Carolina. Couldn't make it the rest of the way. So then I took over, got us almost to Charlotte, which wasn't very much for, I probably only drove for like another hour and a half that time. We were just all so exhausted. And so we just kept switching out. Finally, I had like gotten enough sleep and I ended up driving from maybe about 3/4 of the way through West Virginia is when I took over again. And I drove from that point all the way back up. So like the last 5.5 hours of the drive was me. and we got stuck in traffic because a semi truck had flipped over.
Oh yeah. I think you told me about that.
And there was it's like an hour, it's like just like red. It says on the map 55 minutes of traffic. I go, fuck. And so like you see like traffic was backed up really far, but then I see like a big gap. There's like traffic, nothing, just open road, and then traffic again. I'm like, what the hell is that big gap there? Like, is that where the accident is? I just can't see it. And what ended up happening was most of the traffic that was way further back before the gap was people trying to just avoid the traffic. So they were getting off at the exit that was right there. And I was like, do I take the exit? Is that traffic moving up there? And Shannon goes, no, that's moving. Go take that. I'm like, all right, fine. We get up there. It's crawling. I'm like, I should fucking take the exit. And I'm like, you know what? It's fine. We're, it's not a big deal. It's only delaying us an hour, and hopefully we'll get through it faster and we'll see our time drop. So it starts moving, picks up, really starts going. I go, oh, they must have got the thing off the road. We start flying. Then all of a sudden, standstill again. I go, what the fuck happened? Finally get up there. A whole truck of Mountain Dew tipped over on the side of the road. Mountain Dew everywhere.
Did you get some?
No, I so badly wanted to pull over and be like, can I take a 12 pack?
You're not using this.
It was everywhere. The truck was in the grass. And that's where it looked like it had tipped over. There was a guy I'm guessing it may have been the driver. He was laying on the hill behind it, just like this, and not moving. But I knew he wasn't dead because they're not just gonna leave him laying there. Plus, it was in the back of the truck. And so Shannon's like, is that guy dead? And as she says that, he moves his hand. I'm like, no, he's not fucking dead. Come on, they got him laying right there. You think he's dead? I'm guessing he was probably the driver. But yeah, there was Mountain Dew all over the grass. And then there was a dump truck full of Mountain Dew. I go, this guy had the fucking entire stock of Mountain Dew in the back of his truck. Shit. I could not, but I should have rolled my window down and found out if it smelled like Mountain Dew in the area.
Somebody took some Mountain Dew, I feel like.
Probably. If somebody didn't take some Mountain Dew, I would have been disappointed in them.
No doubt about it. Somebody who was absolutely just stopped there, no crawl.
Yeah.
After it first happened.
Would have been like, can I, for the wait, please?
They got out and they're like, eh.
That's wild. That guy's definitely fired.
He's not fired. Depending on how it happened.
You know how much money that probably cost?
Yeah, but depending on how it happened, if it was just I'm pretty sure most truck drivers have dash cams. I would think.
Yeah.
If it's just yeah, you fucking weren't paying attention, you're coming up on this guy's ass, and then you get to fucking cut left, then yeah, it's your fault.
Yeah.
You fucking idiot. So you're suspended for, I don't know, a month.
What if he was falling asleep at the wheel?
That you can't really prove. I don't know. Unless all of a sudden you're just you see that he's just
swerving.
Swerving.
I don't know, but it wasn't terrible. I mean, it was just turned flipped sideways. But I mean, fuck that Mountain Dew. I've never seen so much Mountain Dew in my life. Could not believe it.
Did you take a picture of it all?
I know. By that time, as we were driving past the accident, traffic was moving pretty well again.
Okay, yeah.
Because what the thing was is he was totally off the road. I'm guessing he probably wasn't initially. There was probably some part of the truck was still on the road, but the crew that was cleaning it up and the dump truck full of Mountain Dew was still blocking one lane. So they had us funneling into one because it was only a 2-lane road. Had us funneling into one and then immediately back up to 2. And of course everybody's let me slow way down and watch this guy.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Other than that, the drive was pretty good. We stopped in Pennsylvania because I really, really, really had to pee. And I was running up to the gap to the convenience store, and I take a step onto the step and I see no public restrooms. I'm like, fuck, what the fuck am I gonna do? I go, I cannot make it to the next gas station. I don't even know where the next one is. And then I saw some fine print, so I turned back around and it says Porta John at the bottom of the parking lot. And I'm like, oh, thank fucking God. So I look and there's 2 porta potties all the way down the hill at the bottom of the parking lot. And Shannon also had to pee. And I go, porta potty. She goes, I'm not using one of those. I go, well, we're not stopping again. This is the last stop on the road trip. And sure enough, it was. I did not stop again. I go, so we're all using the bathroom now. And so I go in there. It was a fine porta potty. No big deal. I used the urinal because I just had to pee. And Shannon walks in, opens up the toilet and starts gagging. I'm just it can't, I didn't smell anything while I was in there. It can't be that bad. And she was like, come in there. I want you to smell this. I go, no, just fucking go to the bathroom, please. I go, hover if you have to. I don't give a shit. Just fucking go to the bathroom. And Kristen comes down as Shannon's walking in. Kristen goes, Joe, I'm not using that. I go, Kristen, get the fuck in the bathroom right now. I go, I do not give a fuck. You guys are both children. I don't care. Just go, just pee, hold your breath, and get out of there. So Shannon walks out. She's like, oh my God. I'm like, fuck you. It's not that bad. So Kristen comes out and she's just like, ugh. I'm like, you both fucking babies. I'm like, get the fuck back in the car. Let's go. Back on the road, make it all the way here. It's great.
Good times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as far as porta potties go,
It's not my number one choice of bathroom.
I don't think I've ever been in one that hasn't smelled the exact same as the one I was in before.
Yeah, they all have that like
Whatever
doo
they
doo
use.
caca smell.
I don't, but yeah, it's like that, and then mixed with like whatever their cleaning thing is.
Yeah, like the chemical that they're
Yeah.
trying to suppress all of the
Yeah.
stench with.
I haven't been in a porta potty in a while though, so I wouldn't even.
That was my first time in ages. Yeah,
Yeah, like it's been probably last year at
a concert.
Queen of Heaven Carnival.
Oh, that would do it.
Or yeah, no, Queen of Heaven Carnival. And it could have been the concert. Yeah, Zach Brown Band. That might have been in August. And yeah, those ones are just like they got a whole assortment.
Yeah.
15 over here, 15 over there. It's like holy shit.
Yeah. Again, not my favorite bathroom, not my first choice of bathroom to use. But if it's there and I gotta pee as bad as I did, I don't care.
Yeah. I will say, you know, we do get the luxury.
Yeah, we don't have to sit on the
luxury of
seat.
standing.
Yeah.
I've never taken a shit in one.
I'm sure I have, but it was like, emergency shit, like gotta go, don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But that's certainly my last choice of places to shit. Simply because it's just not a pleasant, it's so it's so hot in there always that like having to sit and shit, which immediately just makes my ass sweaty, starts to make the rest of me sweaty. Like I just don't want to be in a hot area because then the smells get accentuated, and like I already got smelly shit. Like I don't need it to be any worse from the heat.
Yeah,
So it's definitely, and then the
if it's-
toilet paper is literally half applied.
If it's an emergency shit, it's already like, because you ever seen that video of the guy like squeezing out the shit of the can? He's got like one of those big ass like those like juice cans that like have like pineapple juice in it sometimes. Well, this had like a giant like, I don't know, let's just say it was like some type of gel,
Yeah.
fat maybe, who knows, whatever. And it's just like the same shape and same size as the can, because it's just like it was once liquid, but now it's this gel thing. And the dude's like holding it upside down and it's slowly coming out. And as soon as it exits the can, it switches to a guy going, oh. I've seen it so many times. He just goes like it's coming out, he's like, oh. But in that, if it's something like that,
Yeah.
one, I'm
There's a
sweating.
demon coming out of you.
I'm sweating already.
Oh my God. Yeah. Like just trying to hold back trying to keep the dam closed.
The one time I was taking this shit at work because I really had to.
Yeah.
And if I can, I will take a shit at work if I have to, because I like their toilets better than.
Oh well, yeah, industrial toilets all the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Suck your soul out of you if you're not careful.
But I had to go. So I went to the bathroom, and bro, I swear to God, my arm was glossed over with sweat. I was sweating so bad. I'm like,
Gotta start like patting your forehead.
I was just like, I looked at my arms and I was like, oh my God. Gotta fucking have a water dispenser. Get my electrolytes back up.
I have to tell you, I hate that we're gonna keep talking about poop on this podcast again. But there was one time, I had to take a shit. It was brutal. And like, yeah, most people know this about me now. I don't necessarily poop every day. Sometimes because I don't eat a lot of food every day.
Yeah.
So like,
And you don't drink water.
yeah. So like my body just, Jesus fucking Christ, my body just doesn't produce a lot of excretions. And yes, there was one day I like really fucking had to go. Probably hadn't gone in a couple of days. I go to the bathroom, and this was here. So this was, probably, God, 8-9 years ago, could have been 10 years ago. And I'm on the toilet, and I am just in immense amount of pain. It was like I am forcing every muscle in my body to just squeeze this
fucking vein to pop.
Yeah, like my asshole was about to explode, and fine, like literally, like I mean, like giving birth, right? Like fucking boom, fucking releases out of me.
Fucking bowling ball come out.
That's literally what I mean. It was fucking just around like softball. Probably not that big, but
I've had some like fucking this big come out of my
it was like your asshole's this. I don't know if you've ever looked at an asshole, but it's about that big.
See, and then when I think about it, like coming back, like when I had like before now in my now more not pleasurable, but like not excruciating pain shits now, because it's like twice a day, once a day at least now. Not usually twice a day, once a day.
Yeah.
I've had twice a day once, but
only in emergencies.
So, but like I have thought back to my younger days when something like that has come out of my asshole, and then the next time it would happen, I'm like, bro, isn't my asshole like fucking like gaped enough where it shouldn't hurt anymore? Like shit.
Yeah.
Like shouldn't it
Your
be,
asshole recovers quick.
be fucking loosened up down there?
It was and so like you gotta look at the thing that just came out of you afterwards.
Yeah.
So I looked at this rock hard piece of crustacean that just exited my body, and there was literally blood. I had ripped my asshole apart taking this shit. So I was wiping, and there was blood, and I was like, "Fuck!" I literally sliced open my asshole.
Yeah,
it's fucking bad.
I've had some of those where it's like, I've had those. I've had somewhere it feels like there's a fucking thumbtack on the end of it.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It's like, Jesus Christ.
Like, I ate something spicy. My god. Those are the worst, because like you just don't feel good after shitting. Like there's nothing like, a solid, like you sit down, boom, comes out of you, wipe, you're like, I'm not all nice and clean. You're like, I feel so much lighter. I feel great. And then there's those ones that are just like not pleasant. You never feel like all of it exited your body.
Right.
You're stinging a little bit down there.
Feels like you can't clench your butthole for the next 5 days. It's like,
you stand up and you're just like,
It's really got to be what pregnant women feel like.
It must be.
Because, and if that is the case, why do you do it?
I don't know.
Why do you do it?
But
yourself. Oh, God.
Fuck that. But yeah.
There was some. I want to quickly say that at camping there was like no running water, no plumbing. There was an outhouse there. I never used it because one, I mostly had to piss.
Yeah.
So, I'm using nature's bathroom.
Yeah.
So basically, the outhouse was for more for the girls. If
girls and number twos only.
Yeah, girls and number twos only. But I never used it because we took the 3 guys, 3 out of like the 5 guys that were there. At one point, we were just like, the dude was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go take a shower in the river." I was like, because he told us about that, and I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll go." I didn't bring anything to shower with because I was like, whatever, like it'll be fine. So we got down to this river, and it's moving pretty nicely. And we just all sit down there, sit down in this in the river, get a nice I sat next to a nice waterfall, and I'm just like stuck in my butt. That sounds so weird. And then we all just like laid down in there and just let the water like come over our heads and everything. And
fucking hippies.
And
How cold was the water?
oh, it was fucking,
Yeah.
it was not ice cold, like I've been in colder water, but like it felt good because one, it was the day after the beer Olympics.
Oh yeah, so you were all like hungover as shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I was hungover. It was hot then that day still. I used some of the soap just to get my pits because I was like, do a little horse bath here.
Yeah.
But minus the crotch because I don't feel like trying to get running water down there or anything. So I was just like, let me just get the pits. They probably smell like, the most. And so we did that. And then he was like, I think we should drive. There was a convenience store 10 minutes away, 5 minutes away, whatever. So I think I'm gonna go there and take a shit. I'm like, oh, that's a good fucking idea.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like using the outhouse. Might as well use this convenience store, whatever.
Yeah. Convenience store,
Yeah.
not convenient store.
It is a convenience store.
It is a very convenient store. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, we we used that, and so we got there. He went and won the other door was being used. Mom and daughter come out. I go in. I come out. Friend, I think our other friend went in, and if it wasn't him, I think another guy went in between us. But then he went, and then finally the guy who went in first came out after like 6 people have gone in and out. He comes out. He's like, I fucking destroyed that. I know. I go, damn, yeah, you must have. I thought I destroyed it because I was like, damn, that was a hefty one.
Yeah.
He was in there for a bit.
Damn.
He just comes out, destroyed that man.
Yeah.
Like, and in the time that I went in there, took my shit, and 6 other people did what they had to do. The guy who didn't go in first, the guy who went in last, he got ordered a sub. He got a sub and ordered a milkshake, and because they were $1 off.
Oh.
And I got on the roller things, dude. They had a fucking French toast sausage roller. Fire.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you would think it would taste like.
Yeah.
And it was only one left, and I was like, I'm fucking getting it.
Yeah.
So I got that. I ate it, and so we literally got food. And then he finally comes out. He's like, man, I just fucking destroyed that bash.
You're just like, wow.
Nice. It's on the road again. Let's keep going. But yeah, fun times.
Yeah. And now we have this lovely weekend ahead of us. So I guess this is also our 4th of July episode. I should have worn my USA hat. I brought home a whole outfit. Very excited. Because I'm not leaving until early morning on the 5th. So I guess I can't really get hammered on the 4th because I do still need to sleep. But we're leaving early morning on the 5th. That's exciting. Tina's getting married.
Shout out
our sister.
Shout out marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah, except it's
the only thing I'm annoyed about, and I keep telling people at work this, I go, my fucking sister's getting fucking married. And I go, that's nice. And I go, listen, I'm happy for her. I love my sister. It's great. Like, love the two of them. But also, like, who gets married the day before the 4th of July? Even the weekend of the 4th of July, you just don't. Like,
Dude,
just don't.
I literally, I realize that I'm being very selfish
Fair.
in what I want to do, because I'd like to go to this 4th of July party, which I will talk to you after, see if I can wiggle my way to still going to this thing. But it's gonna be a big hassle because it's 2.5 hours away.
Oh.
So that's a little thing. But so I realize I'm being a little selfish, and it's like I would like to do like it's a bit of an inconvenience at this time of the year.
Just a little bit.
But
again, happy for the sister.
but it's just like July 4th. Could you just the next weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, just do that.
I would have been very happy with July 11th.
July 1st. Do it on Friday night.
That would have been great. Yeah, if it was tonight, I'd be more than happy
Yeah,
because that would free up the rest of my weekend. I would still stay here for the rest of the weekend.
Yeah. But I like, if you ask the people who I like went camping with, someone will say like July 4th. They'll be like, oh, don't even get Dave started.
Yeah.
Don't even get him started. And I'm just like, I'm not making like, I'm not like angry.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, oh, come on.
Yeah. Just inconvenient.
Come on, sis, what you doing? Yeah, it's a little,
Yeah.
but whatever. It is what it is.
It is what it is. I'm still gonna get hammered at this wedding.
Yeah, I'll still get a little
Buzzed. But yeah, it's gonna be a fun-filled weekend. It's gonna be a drink-filled weekend for sure. What else? There was something else I wanted to mention. I thought.
I got nothing.
I swear there's something else about this weekend that I had wanted to mention, but I guess not. So let's wrap it up. Do some trivia.
Can I still share my screen? Okay, yeah, I can.
Now, why would you open a new tab when you've got a new tab right there?
I don't know. I do it all the time. Share screen. It's not like this fucking counts.
Yeah, true.
Is it on the right one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where this always goes though.
Well, you click that screen.
Okay.
I guess we'll find out when we watch it back if it's not.
Yeah, it's either looking at this or this. Let's just minimize that just in case.
Get my notes out here.
Fresh. All right, so let's go with let's see, 7. Today's the first. 7 plus 1 is 8, plus 2 is 10, plus 2 is 12, plus 2 is
14.
We'll go 14. That is the edition of July 1st, 2022. 3, 6, 9, 12, 14. What year saw the release of Whitney Houston's self-titled debut album? So we just have to pick a year.
What year saw its self-titled debut album? I don't
Whitney
fucking
Houston,
know.
R.I.P. Let's see. She had passed in like
When I was in high school.
2015.
No,
You were out of high school.
no, I was in high school.
No. I'm saying 2015. You were out of high school.
Yeah. So she
So
would.
2013.
I think it may have been 2012. So it can't be any time after that.
Yeah. And I doubt it's sometime 2 years prior to that.
Yeah. I'm eliminating any of the 2010 and past.
I'm gonna go.
Hold on.
Got mine.
Okay. Sure. I'm locked in.
Good old 1999.
That's what I said too. I was gonna say 98, but I said 99. 85.
Oh, technically. Oh no, we said the same answer.
Said the exact same answer. So I guess you have to pick a new one.
What Disney character is named after Ebenezer from Charles Dickens's novel A Christmas Carol?
Disney. Oh,
Or isn't it just Scrooge?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
Oh, Scrooge McDuck is the character that they wanted, the Disney character that they wanted. I get it. Yeah.
Into what body of water does the Danube River empty? No idea.
The
Danube.
Baltic Sea.
Where's the Baltic Sea? That's over by like India, isn't it?
Something like that.
Let me shout out a guess here. I'm gonna say the Mediterranean.
Oh, that's good. The Black Sea.
Yeah. Don't even know if we're in the right area.
I don't know.
What chemical causes the burning sensation while eating chilies? Oh, chills. Wait, what?
When eating chilies.
How is that? That's not chilies though.
Sure it is.
IES would be chilies.
No, that would be like chilies.
Yeah, but shouldn't it be spelled
Chilies,
the
the food is no, because a chili is CHILE. So plural is CHILLES. Doesn't fucking matter. What chemical causes the burning sensation?
No.
I have no idea, but I do want to know.
Capsaicin. No. Okay, this is horrible.
Capsaicin. Pyrophobe fire. Damn, I'm good. What about
What
this?
do you call-
Baku is the capital of which
Baku.
country? Baku.
I think it's Baku.
Like Mbaku?
Wait, what is it?
from Black Panther.
I was gonna say. As soon as you said that, I was gonna be like, Bada.
Baku is the capital of which country? Sure, let's do it.
Baku. Country.
Now I'm only thinking of African countries, and I don't even know. It could be anything. Fuck it, I'm going.
No. Okay, I got one. I'll go with the
I'm-
basic.
I'm saying Chad.
Saying Algeria. No, it's-
Algeria.
It is Algeria.
Yeah, there's an Algeria. As
Azerbaijan.
Azerbaijan. Look it up. Where is it? Azerbaijan.
Is it in Africa? No, it's
Soviet
not.
Republic. Okay, so where's Algeria?
Right here. Would you
And
say?
where's Chad?
Ooh,
That's close.
It is. You had to go center.
Okay, so should I here?
Don't use your fucking. I could zoom in and do this.
Yeah,
and
well,
just-
don't. Zoom out a little bit more. Oh fuck! Now zoom back in. I need to know where. Okay. In the center.
So it's a piece of paper.
Yeah, yours is slightly less than a piece of paper.
Okay, and then go to Chad. Chad's down there.
Center.
Yeah, you're closer.
Huh?
You're closer.
No, I thought you said get closer. I was like, what do you mean? I'm on the center. You want to look it up exactly? See who's actually
It's not
closer.
like it matters because Sarah's not.
It doesn't fucking matter yet. Either way, I'll take the points.
Sarah.
Are we done sharing? Oh yeah, we are.
Yeah, we did.
I just wrote points instead of how many points.
Yeah, points. While he's typing that, you can find me on Instagram at or underscore David Sharkey underscore. Twitter DShark101. And my eat of the week is gonna be Moe's finally that I've had after I've literally been craving Moe's for so long, but I just don't ever feel like buying it or going to get it. But I got it on Moe's Monday
Mo Monday.
after leaving camping, and I went to use my Moe's app for a $8.99 burrito, chips and drink, and mine literally said in the Buffalo area, and I was nowhere near the Buffalo area.
Oh
I was in fucking Syracuse or Watertown.
yeah.
So I go, oh, that's a fucking punch in the face right there.
Yep.
But I got chicken, grilled peppers, onions, lettuce. I think I got more onions and some hot sauce.
Oh.
And then I got their chips, obviously, with some of their hot salsa.
I haven't had Moe's in so fucking long.
Oh, it slapped, dude.
Love Moe's.
The girls they were like, oh, well, we're gonna go to Chipotle. There's a Chipotle like right across the street. And I was
Yeah.
like, but why go to Chipotle
When Moe's is
when
right
it's
here.
Moe's and it's Moe's
Moe's Monday.
And they're like, yeah, but like Chipotle. I'm like, I like Moe's. I'm a Moe's guy.
Moe's all the way. I love Chipotle. Love Chipotle. But Moe's, the only Moe's near me in Orlando is at Universal. It's like in their like, it's called City Walk. It's like their Disney Springs thing. And so like I can go there, but like if I want to go by myself, I have to pay for parking just to go to City Walk. And then I have to pay overpriced Moe's because it's at a fucking theme park.
Yeah.
So I just don't ever go. But we were there for Shannon's birthday. That's what we did. Monday for Shannon's birthday, we went to Universal. That was a lot of fun. And I was like, we tried to get a reservation at this place and we weren't able to. So I was like, let's get fucking Moe's. And she was like, well, let's just try like walking up because they've got like 3 floors and each floor has a bar that you can sit at. And I'm like, so like, and bars are like first come, first serve. So
Yeah.
like we didn't have to make a reservation. So we agreed to try for the bar because she's been wanting to eat at this place the entire time we've been dating for the past nearly 2 years. And we never have. So I was like, fine, we won't get Moe's. But I really want it. I almost got Moe's right after dinner. So I could just get it to go and I'd eat it later in the night.
You got plenty of Moe's here.
Yeah, I might get Moe's on here. But that brings me to my thing. Follow me on my photography Instagram, Shark_photography, regular Instagram, Secret Agent Sharky, my YouTube channel, Joe Sharky. Excuse me. My eat of the week, while I thought was going to be the chicken and waffles from Grand Floridian, and that was holding the status for the day and a half. And then I went to the restaurant that Shannon had wanted to go to for at Universal. It's called Cowfish, and it's like a sushi and burger and bar restaurant. And we walked in, plenty of seats at the bar, so we sat down. They've got like screens where you can play like games on. They're just like touch screens. You can also design a fish because they've got like virtual aquariums all over the place. So like you can design a fish. I designed a fish. It was a green clownfish with glasses, a hat, carrying a watermelon and a soccer ball.
Is it still a clownfish if it's green?
Probably not.
Probably like a leprechaun fish.
I have no idea. Anyway, so I designed this fish, and then every so often it would just swim by the screen in front of us. I was like, oh, there he is. Stupid, but then we played some Connect 4, and then I played some tic-tac-toe against the computer. I lost way too many times. Unimportant, but I don't like sushi. So I'd asked the guy while Shannon was in the bathroom, I go, I don't like sushi. Do you have any other, like on the menu, like what's like your recommendation of things that aren't sushi? And there were several options. And he was like, oh, well, there's some burgers on there. I'm like, yeah, like, do you have any specific recommendations? He gave me nothing. And he was like, then there's some salad. And I'm like, you're useless to me, you fucking moron. So I was like, all right, whatever, thanks. And so I'm looking, and they had this thing called, and this is what I ended up ordering, burgushi, which is sushi, but it's not. Burger? Yeah, so they have, it's like ground meat instead of fish, or instead of whatever else is in the middle of sushi. And it was so I got the bison burgushi, which I hate saying burgushi, but
it sounds like the best word ever.
Yeah, well, there it is. So it's ground beef, essentially. I kind of don't know if you can call it beef. So ground bison and rice, and then it's wrapped in, they called it like a soy paper, but it was essentially just like thick lettuce. Yeah. That's what it tasted like. And it had some chipotle mayo on top and some chives or green onions, depending on what you call them. And that's all it was. And it came out, and it was like 9 individual rolls on a plate. I'm like, wow, this looks really good,
dude. Oh my god.
Yeah. And so I was like, now it's ground meat, so it must be warm, because like sushi's known for like being cold, but like this is beef. Like you can't eat raw beef.
Yeah, unless they cook it.
Yeah. So I like grabbed it and I like put it in my mouth, and I go, okay, not warm, but not cold either. So it was just like a room temperature. So like the meat was definitely cooked because it was brown. But it was just like room temperature, which ended up being perfect. And I fucking scarfed on one of the small ones first, because I was like, if I don't like it, I don't want to go for the big end piece, because then I'm fucked. I fucking popped these things in. It was so fucking good. Yeah. It was incredible.
Oh my god, I want to find a place that's burgushi.
Yeah, and if you do, let me know, because it's slap. And I go, this is the only sushi I ever need to eat in my life, right here. Fucking amazing. Yeah, it was so fucking good. So that took the spot over the chicken and waffles.
I wonder if you can get like
chicken.
Yeah,
probably.
Or like the turkushi.
Turkushi. I don't know, but I'm like tempted to learn how to like to get like a sushi rolling like mat thing, just so I can make my own burgushi. But yeah, it was so fucking good. If you ever come back down, we'll go to Cowfish. And it's like decently priced too. Like I didn't spend a lot of money, so I was happy. As for the podcast, you can follow us on Twitter at CSG Pod, that is CSG POD. Follow us on TikTok at The Shuffle Podcast, where we post our weekly clips. And then subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all at The Shuffle Podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully Sarah's back next week. If not, we'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye, everybody. Have to end the recording.